Welcome back to Heart of Utah. I am so very glad that you are here. This is our weekly wrap-up of all the good news that's happening around the state. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. The Tate family from Holiday got a very special package in the mail last week on the 4-year anniversary of their son's death to cancer. Their son Hayes had been battling brain cancer for most of his 20 months of living, so in 2016, when it appeared he was going into remission, they loaded up and headed to Disneyland to celebrate.
We were celebrating his remission at Disneyland. I promised the kids, as soon as Hayes got better, we go to Disneyland. And so we did. And we were in Newport Beach, and I was pushing Hayes in the swing. And it was the first time since his diagnosis that he wasn't in hospital courts, and surrounded by feeding tubes. It was just him as a boy. And I had this, really spiritual moment with him. And, it was one of those kind of highlight of my fatherhood. And it was in this swing.
Not long after that moment on the swing set, Hayes, the youngest of triplets, passed away surrounded by his family. A few days later, Steve said he woke up in the middle of the night with a feeling that he needed to write about his experiences.
It was one of those things where I knew he was pushing me. And in the middle of the night, I woke up with, just this impression I had to write a book. And so in the middle of the night, I just, on my phone, literally just wrote a basic book chapter outline. And my wife woke up and I said, "You should see the chapter outline of my book." She said, "Your book?" I said, "Yeah, I'm writing a book."
He finished just 4 weeks later. Steve said his goal was mainly just to have the book bound for his young family so that they could learn about their youngest brother and always be able to remember him. On the cover was a picture of little Hayes on that swing set at Newport Beach. The title, 20-Month Legend. Now, this past week, the Tate family received that exact swing set in the mail.
And this swing has meant a lot to us. It's just, the swings, it just reminds us of pushing him, and then me pushing him on the beach that day. And the goodness of humanity, someone that followed our story, that follows us on social media, had the idea to go to Newport Beach City and ask for that swing to be donated to us. And so we got this package. And she had asked for my address. I didn't know exactly what. And she said she was going to arrange something with the city. But never did I imagine it would be the swing where we pushed our son, Hayes. And now it's forever with us. It's in the backyard on the swing set of ours.
Steve and Savannah Tate started the Hayes Tough Foundation in order to help other families dealing with childhood cancers, where Hayes ambassadors can lift others emotionally, financially, or in other ways, just like that swing set did for them. You can find out more about the Hayes family and their story at kslnewsradio.com. Now, it might not look like it outside, but we are firmly into Christmas season, and 87-year-old Salt Lake City resident Jim Smith is definitely going to be on the nice list. Jim has been handcrafting beautiful wooden toys at his workshop for the past couple of decades, and after a neighbor's Facebook post went viral, he has been busier than one of Santa's elves. KSL News Radio's Ryan Meeks has the story.
Have you heard of the good old man that spends all year long making wooden toys for children to enjoy? No, I'm not talking about Santa. In fact, this man doesn't live anywhere near the North Pole. But Jim Smith, the maker of absolutely terrific toys, lives here in Utah. And people are lining up in his neighborhood to get some of his handmade toys, hopefully in time for Christmas.
My sister posted a picture on Facebook, and it just went nuts ever since.
We saw this on Facebook.
So somebody posted about it on Facebook.
A lady posted on Facebook.
It blew up so much that Jim will be working throughout Christmas and into January just to keep up with the orders.
We have people calling on the phone. We have people lined up in the driveway.
And my mother-in-law wanted to get him like a little table and chair set for him.
The full set of train, there's no train, and 4 little cars.
People said they've bought things like 20 years ago and they've held up.
They last a lifetime. I have one of the big train sets. I have one of the little train sets. I had 10 grandkids, and the train set's still going.
Unfortunately, Jim doesn't have any elves to help him out, and he's making every toy by hand, so it's nearly impossible for him to make all the toys before Christmas.
84 years old, and he is a fantastic craftsman, but he just simply can't do all the orders before Christmas.
But his wife Carol says they aren't turning anyone away.
So people are being very patient, very understanding, and realizing they can't have the orders for Christmas, and so he will just start working on them through Christmas and into the next part of the year.
More information can be found at woodtoyssaltlakecity.com.
Now, that about does it for us here at Heart of Utah this week. If you have made it this far into the video, I firmly and wholeheartedly appreciate you. And I've got a very special request for you. We are out about combing through all of the news of the week looking for those good rays of sunshine. So, if you have one of those stories that just radiates goodness, I want to hear about it. You can send me an email at heartofutah@ksl.com, or you can find us over on Twitter. You can follow us over there at heartofut. And if you appreciate what we are doing here, drop us a follow on this page so you can keep up with what's going on. You can also always find all of the good news over at kslnewsradio.com/heartofutah. I hope that your dreams are full of sugar plums and your days are merry and bright. Thank you once again for watching. I will see you all next week.